Four news stories for you. Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian government today organized a Thanksgiving party, a Thanksgiving program to acknowledge the services of security forces which participated in the arrangements for African Union summit held in Addis Ababa last week. PM Abiy addressed the participants too. Secondly, viewers, we have a new story from Gambella region of Ethiopia. Last month, I told you about an attack on Gambella from South Sudan side of the border. Murle tribe fighters were involved in the attack once again. Another attack is being reported on Gambella from South Sudan. Thirdly, viewers, Tigray has appointed the head of Tigray Orthodox Divided Church. Who is this head? And it seems that Tigray is on its way to completely split with Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Lastly, Oromo Liberation Front OLF of Daud Ipsa has released a statement. It says that its detained, its arrested leaders are being denied basic necessities like food. They're being kept in very bad conditions. Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian government today organized a program, a Thanksgiving party for security forces. African Union summit was held in Ethiopia a few days ago in Addis Ababa. Hundreds of African leaders, foreign journalists participated in the program, in the conference, and security forces did their job. Today, a ceremony was held to acknowledge the services of the security forces which were part of arrangements to ensure smooth conducting of African Union Summit. PM Abiy addressed the security forces. Which security forces were part of today's ceremony? Firstly, Ethiopian National Defense Force members. Secondly, Ethiopian Federal Police members. Thirdly, Addis Ababa Police. Fourthly, Oromia Regional Police. Fifthly, Republican Guards. And sixthly, National Intelligence and Security Service NIS officials. These five agencies, their officials were part of this ceremony. PM Abiy thanked them and he appreciated them for their duty during African Union Summit held in Addis Ababa a few days ago. Secondly, viewers, Gambella region of Ethiopia, and other attack on Gambella from South Sudan. Last month, in an attack from Gambella side, 8 Ethiopian civilians were killed. The attack was carried out by Murle tribe fighters. Once again, these Murle tribe fighters entered Gambella today. A refugee camp was targeted this time in Gambella. Dima refugee camp was targeted in Gog Woreda of Gambella. At least one casualty is being confirmed. 2 persons were injured and some children were abducted too. Another attack was carried out in a place in Gambella in which one other civilian was killed. Second attack by Murle tribe fighters from South Sudan into Gambella. Gambella region government officials, Yugoto, adding confirmed this attack. And South Sudan's ambassador to Ethiopia, James Morgan, has also confirmed this attack. He expressed sorrow over this attack. He says, there are political motivations behind this attack. Ethiopian government must do something to stop these attacks. Innocent civilians in Gambella are at risk. They are in danger. They are being targeted by Murle tribe fighters from South Sudan. Thirdly, viewers, Tigray seems to have appointed the head of its church. Today, a letter was issued by Tigray Orthodox Tewahedo Church Patriarchate. You can see the letter on your screen. The letter was released today. You can see written on top of the letter, Tigray Orthodox Tewahedo Church Patriarchate. So, it means that Tigray church has established a patriarchate, means a patriarch's office. At the end of this letter, you can see a stamp with the name of Archbishop of Tigray. His name is Abune Mereha Karstos, Archbishop. So he is Tigray church head, you can say. Tigray Orthodox Tewahedo church head has been appointed. His name is Abune Mereha Karestos. You can see his stamp and his signature at the end of this letter. What is this letter about? The letter is about banning the use of Amharic language in church services. The letter says that Tigray Orthodox Church will work to return the church seat to Aksum, from where Abune Salama was the founder of Tigray Orthodox Tewahedo Church. Secondly, the document says that it will document the atrocities, the genocide which was committed in Tigray. It will work to protect and to promote a Tigrayan language, a Tigrayan culture. So, gradually, Tigray Orthodox Church is splitting with Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Mahibure Kadusan was banned. Use of Amharic language was banned. Patriarch has been appointed. We might see announcement of a Holy Synod as well in coming days. So, Tigray is on its way towards a complete divorce with Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. Lastly, viewers, Oromo Liberation Front, political party led by Daud Ibsa, has released a statement. Oromo Liberation Front says that its leaders who are in custody are being denied basic necessities. They're being denied food. They're being kept in inhuman living conditions. OLF mentions some prisons where its leaders are being detained. Gilan, Brayo, Sabate police station. OLF says in these places very bad living conditions are being seen and OLF leaders are suffering. Their families, their relatives are suffering. The family members who want to visit their detained relatives, they're not being allowed to meet them. There is suffering, there is chaos, and OLF leaders are going through this suffering. OLF leadership is calling upon international community, it's calling upon human rights activists, it's calling upon the people of Ethiopia to stand with OLF leaders who are in prison. OLF statement says that Colonel Gamacho Oyana's case file was closed yesterday by Ethiopian Supreme Court. Despite the closure of his case file, he has not been released. He has been pleaded innocent by the court, but he is not being released. That shows that Ethiopian government is committing human rights abuses against these arrested OLF leaders. We have seen statements from OFC, from other parties calling for the release of OLF leaders. So far, no major leader has been released. We heard rumors about Gambella, but those were just rumors. No confirmation that Gambella has been released so far. Pressure is being put upon Ethiopian government, Oromia regional government, for the release of OLF leaders. Thank you for watching.